Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be building an HTML CSS portfolio website. So I'll just show you what we will be building today. So this is my portfolio which I have designed I think 1 or 2 years back. Although I did not use this as my current portfolio website, but this was the initial design which I have created when I was designing this, when I thought of creating my portfolio website. So this is the Figma prototype, and if I show you the design, this is here. I have made 2-3 designs before going ahead with the development, and I think I have used this as my current version. So this circle is not at this position. This is a bit changed. I have changed that while development, but then again I have not used this. I thought to use this theme so it will be a good sample for HTML and CSS theme development. So this is why I have used this. So we will be using HTML CSS along with Tailwind CSS, so that we could use some utility functions of Tailwind. So it is I aimed to develop it with Bootstrap when I was designing this, but then again when I used Tailwind, I liked it much better because I get uh, a lot of options of customization, and there is a lot of things which I don't have to write myself. So that is why I will use Tailwind, and in this tutorial also we'll be creating it with that. So let's start. So first I will create a project. So let's HTML, yes. Okay, so I will now open this in WebStorm, and I'll create a new window for that. I'll use it here, and then I'll just export it. Yeah, perfect. So before everything, let's just create an HTML file, and that will be index.html. I'll use HTML5. So this is okay. As we are going to use Tailwind and also iron icons, for all the icons I have used iron icons. So I'll be using this icon library, and let's take the script from there. I have to use it here. So I'll just before the body closing tag, and then let's go to Tailwind. So Tailwind, I'll use it with from the CDN. I don't want to use it from I'm not using any package manager or bundler. So it will be just be normal HTML. So I'll just use it with CDN, and also I'll take it along with the meta tag. Although this meta tag works really well with all the responsiveness and all, but again I'll just remove this and I'll maybe use it here. So my meta tag and CSS is there. I've already imported the icons. So okay, I just have to, I think, add a prettier config. Yes, I have to add for HTML and CSS so that it will get the prettier done. Just have to do it once. Yeah, now it will take care of it. So this is done. I'll also update this title, and now I'll create one CSS file also. I have to do this because I want to set my basic body font family and base font size. Rest everything would be there in Tailwind, so I don't use much of CSS, but only for this I'll just give it here. I'll use font family of Poppins. This will be sans serif. Okay. Yeah, and then font size. So this will be the font size. So that is why I've just used this as 16 pixel, so that all my rem units will be dependent on this size. So if I increase this, it will then one rem would be if let's say I use this as 20 pixel, my one rem would be 20 pixel, and then along with that calculation it will work. So I'll just use it as 16. I'll just keep it like that, and also I'll import this CSS, here, and index.css. Perfect. Now let's go to Tailwind. I think I need to do some more thing. So this is what we want to do, because I want to use my colors. So that is why I have to do this. The documentation says we could use it under script tag. So instead of doing it here, I will create a separate file so that I can use it wherever I want in my application, in my website. So that is why I'll just use it here, and then I'll just copy the color codes. I have that, so I'll just copy that. This is not the color which I want to use. This is the colors. So primary is my, let's go to design first and I'll show you. So this background I have kept as secondary because it is not used much, and this green color is primary because I have this color a lot of places, like here and on my buttons, and then footer, and then these icons, all are these, and then I've used the name for this color. So this is how I have named my colors. Now let's go back to the code, and I have to import that inside the script, inside the head tag, so that it will be loaded. All my customizations would be loaded beforehand. So tailwind CSS, I'll give my relative path. Okay, so I think this is pretty much okay. I have done all the required things. So now let's add font family. I I have given this font family, but I haven't added my font. So I have that, and I'll just copy the font. So I'm using Poppins. So I have the code here. So we are importing 300, 400, 500, 600, and 700. So these are the font weights we are importing from Google. Okay, so now I think it is good. So let's start with header, and so let's first see the design. So this is my header, and this is the hero section basically. Okay, so hero section has my navigation. This is not a sticky navigation, so it will be scrolled when we scroll the page. So that will be it. So we have this inside header, and then logo, and then all the navigations, and then all these things. So let's add that. First let's add the background color. So my background color is secondary because that blue color I have kept as secondary. Okay, and let's first add my logo and all. So I need to give margin from both the sides. So I'll use container class from Tailwind so that I have my margins and all. Now let's add image, and then okay, I have to copy my images. I have imported that, so I'll just use it here. I'll just copy paste. So these have all the blog images, then the character image, and then the logo image. Okay, perfect. So now inside assets I have my logo. I'll give alt tag also, portfolio logo. So I think okay, let's see. I think I could use live server for that. Let's not use parser and use live server. Yeah, so this is a little server, and this is little development server, which will be live reload capability. Also it is for HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So I'll use this. Let's do that live. Let's take this name and use it here. Let's forget parcel, npx live server. Yes, okay, perfect. So this is open, and I'll just, server is running, I'll just open it here. Nice. So my HTML is already there. Perfect. So so if you see, we don't have any margins. I have used container, but again, this doesn't have any margin or anything. Let's see why. Let's inspect the container. Container has the max width, but no margin from any sides, right? So so this max width obviously we need, so we will keep that as is, and let's bring it down. So if I have, so in my minimum width, this also we don't have any side of margin and all. So in Bootstrap, if you have used Bootstrap, so that has the padding from both the sides in container class, but in this we don't have. So let's not worry about that, and I'll be doing the we'll be using our tailwind classes for that. So I'll give px5, so this will be, from both sides. So x is from x axis, so we'll have padding from both the sides. Now I have the padding. Okay, so yes, this is there. I think only 10 is not, I mean 5 is not good, so let's add it as 10. Yeah, this much is good. This much is good. Also, I think I should give a bit of padding over here. Yeah, now it looks good. Let's see, as we are building this, as mobile responsiveness also is required, so let's check in my in the responsive container also. So now this margin is a lot of I mean, this is a lot basically. Yeah, this is a lot for mobile. So for desktops it is good, but not for mobile. So let's just do that. Let's keep it, as 5 for smaller, for all the devices, but uh from medium sized devices we'll keep it as px10. So if I come here and I'll go to mobile, yeah, this is good. This is good. This looks good. Okay. Nice. Now I'll use nav item. This will have all my navigation menu and everything. So let's do that. And inside this I'll use ul plus li, and we will have 5 items, I guess. Let's see the design. 1 2 3 4 5. Yes, 5, and this also we can keep it and it will in the same. So we'll need 6 basically. No, not this, not plus. That will not be sibling. That basically, that is not a sibling. That is a child. Yeah. But this generated only. Yeah, this is how we want. So first, let's give them the names from about and my blog, projects, videos, and then I have to use my icon. So okay, this is good. Let's now use icon. Let's go to icons, and then I think I have to take this, right? So this is the icon, and that is filled actually. If you see the design, I have the filled mail icon. So let's take this and just copy this and paste it here. So what is the error? An icon I've added. Okay, so icon is also coming up correctly, but this menu, this should not be like this, right? Let's see on the bigger screens, everywhere it is coming up like this, but that we can do. But for first let's do the responsive mobile menu, and then we will go ahead on the desktop menu. Okay, So what we don't want, we want this as come up like this, but that should only be when the button is clicked. Any button is clicked, then only we have to do that, right? So for that particular thing, let's do one thing. I will add some more elements over here, which will be kind of toggler, right? So let's add. I'll just copy that. So what this is doing is this is the label, and this has the svg for the icon, and this menu, this label, I mean, this has the color. This has an inbox input checkbox which is hidden, but that clickable is attached to this label, and this is hidden on larger devices but displayed on smaller devices. So let's see how this looks. So this is the button which we are uh, actually working on. So this is a checkbox, so we could take that, check that work. And now I have to add a small css. For that I have added a small css. So let's add that, as this is, as this the id is menu toggle. Why I have kept it as id, because class can be multiple places, and for acting upon any single individual item, I have preferred to use id, so that that id name cannot be in some other places. So that is why that was in my mind, so that is why I have used it like this. So menu toggle, this has this id, so this is the checkbox, and as this is the checkbox, we can actually get the checked status of that state of that in css. So, and with that, we will have our menu, which is the actual menu. We can toggle that. So I'll also use an id for that menu, and I will display that as block. So when that is clicked, then it will display the menu items. When it is not clicked, it will just hide it. So let's add the id over here, menu. Okay, and also we have to add classes, so that we could toggle those. So in at the very first, on the mobile devices, it should not display, because it will be displayed only on the click of that checkbox. So let's keep it as hidden. This is the basic thing which we need. And on larger devices, we have to show it. Okay, so I will show it as flex, because we have to again, then we have to show it sideways, all the items. So I'll keep it as flex. I could use block also, then again I have to then again add a child, and then we give the css for that. So I'll just use flex, and then I will also do that as flex wrap, give them gaps. And I think for now, I think pretty much okay. Let's see how that works. So if I click, we have the display, and then it is not. And now let's bring this icon to this place, because that should be there. Okay, so how we can do that? So if you see, we have image and this nav box as a sibling. So let's add a flex over here, give them items center, and justify between. So this is what we want to use. I mean, it will be centered from centered horizontally, and we will align items separately. I mean, this will have the gap in between. So now this is perfect. So if I click on it, oh my god, this is coming up here. So we'll fix that also. So that is not to worry. So now why that item came like that? That is because of the width, because this is as a I mean, here also we are taking it, where we are taking it as flex. So this item is taking the not taking the full space. So let's give that as full space. Now if I click, okay, so okay, again, this is not working fully. Not, let's, I think we have misplaced it, and we need to do this inside here. Or maybe let's take this inside my nav items, take all these classes inside nav and just remove this div because this is actually adding an extra layer. So I'll just use it here. I'll just do it here. And now if I give this as width full, I think now this should work. Okay, not working. Nice. Let's see. So this has this items. Okay, flex. And okay, I think I should add a flex wrap. Flex wrap should be there. Hmm? Flex wrap should be there, and also let's see, because what happening is, yeah, because it is also an extra item, right? And we have that as a flex, so that is adjusting it here only. So when the item is completely I mean when the width is completely taken, then it should come up below that. So that is why I have used flex wrap. So I think now this is good. Okay. And also I think this gap should be there, so I'll just add a bit of gap. Yeah, okay, perfect. So I think this is good. Let's see on larger devices. Okay, this is coming up here, so let's do that also. On my bigger screens, on the bigger screens it is coming up like this. Okay, I think this is because of the width full which we have given on the menu. So on larger devices, I think it should be auto. Yeah, yeah. So this is perfect. This is perfect. But why it is coming up so sideways? It should not actually come up like that, right? So header and then nav bar is not taking full space. So we have to give give it as give it the full space. Okay. But I think that is not the issue. That is because the containers just have the container width but not the margin and padding side, right? So let's do that. I think that I know why it is working. If I go here in my container, I'll add the mx and then auto. So margin should be auto from both the sides. That is what needed. Yeah, it was taking the complete width 100%, I mean from the screen, the max width which is there, and then I should add a margin from both the sides to contain all the elements in the center. So that was missing in there. Perfect. I think this is good. I go here. Yeah, nice, nice. Okay, nice. Yeah, responsive menu is set. Responsive menu is done. Now let's go ahead and style the items. Okay. If we see in my mobile devices also, there is no gap, so we should give a bit of gap there. So let's add that first, and then we will style the icon for I mean our icon inside that. Mm, let's see if I can manage that spacing from here only. Because I have flex, right? And set flex. I have this. No, think that it can the let's just use this py. So yeah, this adds the space. And if I go to my bigger screen, this is messing up. So this is actually having this space, right? So let's do that also, like on the from the larger screens it should not be there. It should only be on the lower size screens. Yeah, perfect. So let's add the same class. in all the places. I'll add multi cursor and I'll just add that. Okay, nice. So now we need to add this style this icon. So if I first, let's see the, okay, so this looks good. This looks good. Let's disable the responsiveness, and I'll now uh, design this. Okay, so my icons would be I think here I can just remove this because I have to create a box around it, right? So width 10, height 10, but width 10, and then it should be rounded full, and BG should be primary. Text would be white. Okay, and this will be have with this will have bigger icon because here it is a very small icon, so it should be there, right? Perfect. Now we have to just make it center. So let's make it as center. So for making that center, it is the best way. And justify also center. Perfect. Now I think these are a bit off. Let's make that also. Let's fix that also. That I think I can fix it from here because we have used flex and that is not actually uh, working. So let's just do that. Yeah. So now it is all centered. Let's see in the mobile devices. This should have some gap inside here. So let's create that. Let's add a gap. Let's add a gap. Acha, okay. So first thing is like we have to add a gap here, but not on the bigger devices because it's already in aligned perfectly. So we will just add a margin from top, maybe 3, and then from the bigger sizes, I'll just remove that margin. Nice. Okay, here also it is not working fine. Okay, it is fine, but it was not refreshed. So okay, this is good. This is good. Perfect. So I think the responsive navigation is done, and now we will be able to create other parts easily and I mean a bit fast. So the major thing is done because navigation takes a bit time. It doesn't take time in Bootstrap because Bootstrap has a navigation responsive navigation code already pre-made, so it is very easy in that. So now let's create our hero section. Now this is what we have to create. So let's add the text. So again we have to give this a container, right? It will be same. It will be same for all these. Actually, I think I can just remove this. I can remove this because MX Auto is taking care of that. So on smaller devices, I have to take care of it because of the screen sizes. But I think on the larger devices, it will work. Or maybe if I can check if I can just remove this and use MX Auto. So that should, I think, take care. So this is okay. Okay, no. I have to have that. I have to have that. I have to have that. So let's keep that. I see. I think this will take care. So no worries. I'll just take the same class, paste it, simple. Okay. So if we see here, we have two I mean two divisions of this. So one is a bigger container, and then the uh, container here. So let's use it as a grid. Let's use it as a grid, and we will, yeah, grid of flex. I think I can just give this as flex, and I can use the width property of tailwind. Come up here and let's go to width. I think, yeah, this is what I can actually use, this 1/3 and 2/3. Yeah, let's do that. Give this as flex. Okay. And for when it comes to the smaller devices, it should take care about that. Items center, and then gap. I need these. Okay. Now let's add another class, and width full for bigger screens, smaller screens, and then from bigger screens I will give this as one width 2/3. I think now this will be much better. It should not have effect now, but I'll add my container, all my content. So let's do h3. Hey there. Okay. Hey there. I'm Ghazi. So this is h1, Ghazi. And then we have a p tag. Just I'll take the same text. Let's see now. Yeah. I think this is good, I guess. Now let's go ahead and style this. Not normal. I'll give it a margin from bottom, and then size would be only 2 pixel. Yeah. I should add a margin from here also. So let's add a margin. Yeah, nice. Okay. Now I'll use I'll design this. This should be 5 pixel, and right. So this will have I mean spacing from both the sides, from top and bottom, and also this text, I think it should look good on the mobile also. Just check that. Yeah, this is good. I can actually increase the size on larger screens basically. So let's do that. I think I could go ahead till 8 pixel. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. And then my p tag, this will have a bit of spacing from both the sides, and also from bigger screens I'll just give this a bit of, because on mobile devices it is the size is good, but on smaller screens it should be a bit small, so it will be easy to read. Yeah, nice. Okay, nice. If I go to Figma, I have a button. So let's add that button also. CV, and that button is, so I'll not explain every CSS class which I'm using because it will take a lot of time. So I'll add all the CSS which I'm creating uh, along with the according to the design, and I'll explain it. So this should be primary color of background of primary color, and then also it should have shadow. Text would be white, and I'll make it like a button. Good. And then also add a spacing. Perfect, right? Now in the next section, I will use the character. So in this also, I will give this as full width for mobile devices, and for larger screens, it will be 1/3. Okay. Now here I'll just import my character. Inside assets, I have the character SVG and Ghazi's avatar. So it is my avatar. I have created it as my avatar. So I'll be just creating it, using it like this. Okay, so what happened here? I think it is taking the padding from this. Okay, so this is because of the gap is because of the padding I have given here. So I can just remove that, and let's see. Okay, so this is good. This is good. I will just give this spacing from top. Hey, not empty. PT. I need to give padding. So if I give margin, it will just take all the elements down. So padding should be there. Padding should be good. Now if I come down here, so this has a bit of spacing. Oh, I think it does not take full width full. Okay, I think width full is not enough. I have to specify. I have already specified this as full, right? Width full, and then on larger devices only it will take this. And actually, I can actually remove this in lower devices. Yeah, because that will not look good here. So I think this is much better. So okay, nice. Then I have my avatar here, and then again I have the avatar. Yeah, this looks good. So this again, okay. Okay, so our hero section is also done and responsive. So now let's go, and you could actually give the link of the CV. So if I go to my website, and I'll just copy the link. Oh, sorry, it has this. It has a button, and I have the click event there. So that is why it is not taking up. So here, what I can do, we could do it with button. Also, we could do it with a tag. So I'll do it with a tag so that I can add a link. So this will be linked here, and then I want to target it as blank so that it will open it in a new tab. Okay, so if I click here, it will open it in a new tab, and my button will look same. So this icon will look same as the button. Okay, so this section is done. Let's go and let's see here. Actually, if you see, the avatar is a bit bigger, right? And in our case, the avatar is coming up very little, I mean, very small. So let's see why. Because it is actually taking up a lot of blank spaces. Let's see if I, give this image, as a, if I give this image a width of 100% object fit cover. No, it doesn't make any change here. Okay, so I think I have only one option. So that option is I need to increase the space of this. So if I do it like this, and if I divide this in half, yeah, now this comes up correctly. So space is there. So I think this is also okay. I don't have any issues with this. This is also looking nice. Let's keep that as half for both sides. And also I need to increase this. Not from there, not from top. Maybe I'll just use it like this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so my hero section is done. So now I have to add my experience section. So let's add that. Let's create this. This is very simple. We could just do it very quickly. So if you see, we have it is a we have a background, and then we have this container. So we'll just take that and let's go to code. Okay, mark this as done. Okay, I'll use section tag. Here the background is primary, obviously, and I will give a bit of padding from both sides. And also here everything is colored white, so I'll just use it in the main tag, so that all the text I have white, I don't have to handle it separately. So now I'll also again have to create the container. So let's take that and let's add this container. Container is done, and now I have to again divide it with uh, between two. So uh, let's first add the elements, and then I'll show you how we can do that. Because we have it like here, and then we have it here. So there is a easy way with Tailwind's grid. So I'll show you how we can do that. So let's add a grid over here, and for smaller devices it will be grid 1 for all the mobile devices, and for the bigger devices I will give it as 3. From the medium size devices, it will be column 3. So it will have 3 columns. I'll show you why I'm giving it 3, because we have 2 in design, but I'm giving it as 3 here. So I'll show you why. We need some gap between that, and also need a bigger gap on the medium sized devices. So on lower devices like mobile devices, it will be just this gap, and then again we have to do that. So let's add a div and div. 2 divs we have added. Okay, so if I now add my h1 tag, and I'll just give that as 10. Nice. Okay, and I'll also use my h3 tag and text tags I work with. This is the text. Yeah, so if I now come up, so you see we have this, and if I now add another div, so this is not taking complete width, right? If I'll show you just here, let's go back to my EML. And if I have to assign it here. Yeah, so if I show you here, so this div is taking only 1/3 of the space. Okay, so if I add another div, it will be added after this after the text tags. I work with text box. So to give this, to enable this div to have the complete width, we can span this column. So this is why I have used it like this. So I'll just dock it out, and then I don't want this as this. Okay, leave it now. Let's come up here, let's add a class, and this will be called span and 2. I need to span it to 2 because I have 3 columns. First column will be there only already as it is, and then for the second one will be spanned to 2 columns, so it will take the space of 2 columns. So now if I inspect it, now if I inspect this, I think this is good. So now if I inspect on this item, not the header, just close that. Yeah, so this is taking the complete width. So okay, so this is taking the complete width of that, so it is spanned to 2 columns. So this is okay. Yeah, so now let's design this. Here's off. Experience. I also have to add a break tag, so I'll just do it with br tag. So that is simple. Now the styling of this. So this is the bigger text, right? With the 10 is a lot bigger, and then years of experience is big text. So let's do that. For mobile devices, it will be like this. For 6XL, and then for larger devices, I will give it as 9XL. Similar way, this will be different for mobile and desktop. Nice. And we have to align this as separate, I mean besides. So let's give it as flex, and item center and gap of 5 would be much better. Yeah, okay, so this is good. I think I have to give this as bold, so let's give that bold. Yeah, okay, so this is also nice. Now I will actually add all the icons and everything here in the from the text tags I work with. So this has all the stylings which is needed. So I will also copy the styling for this div. So this is basically just adding a border in the bottom, border in top for mobile devices, and removing that border from the bigger devices. I'll show you why I'm doing that, and also justifying self end on my on from onwards the medium devices, so that it will be on the end. If you see the design, so this has it like this, right? I have assigned it is like this. So this is the version which I'm getting. So if I this should be docked out, but this should actually not be here. So I'll just remove that from there. Okay, so if you see here, if we go to the smaller devices, we see, okay, so this is also, we have to take care. See, this is not looking good, so I'll take care of that also. And so this is what I was saying, like the top border is coming up in only on the smaller devices. From medium devices it will not be there, and it will, the sizes would of icons would be changed. So let's add, let's fix this first. Let's fix that. That is not looking good. Let's give this as py5. So we have that space. Perfect. So not py5, let's keep that pt5 and pb10. So we have a bigger space. Yes. And then on, from the medium devices, this margin would be 0, so that we don't have. Okay, so this is actually the medium device, so that will be from the larger devices. Yeah, nice. Yes, so now this looks good. This looks much better now, right? Yeah, nice. Okay, so this is nice. This section is also done. Now let's come down to our latest blog section. To speed up, I'll just copy all the HTML which I've already built, and I'll just show you what changes I have made. That will be much better. So let's just do that. Similarly, it will be similar to this section. So I have the container and everything there already. So this does not have the background. That is why I have added a container here only, because if I, if I, where the background is there and I add container over here, so what it will have, I'll just show you. So this will be the problem, right? So that is why I am giving container to the contained element items only. So here we don't have any background. That is why it is working fine. So first we have all the blogs. So all these blogs are basically the first item is the header item, where we have the title of latest blog. It will have the text style and all these. And this is also again then flex, I mean depend on flex, so that it will be aligned perfectly here. So that is why. And if I show you in the mobile devices, so I think I have to fix this. Yes, because I have noticed this was not fixed there. So let's add a flex wrap. Yeah, flex wrap is good. And also let's add a gap of 10. Yeah, so if I go there, nice. See, so let's dive into the HTML and let's see what we are doing. So first, like I've already shown you, the flex is there, then the header which is for latest blogs, and then we have a short description title, and then the uh, link for going to the actual blog, all the blogs pages. And after that, the actual elements, so blogs are there. So in the blogs I have it, I have the image, then the title, then the author and date, and then a normal a short description, or maybe we could say excerpt, in if you followed WordPress. So in WordPress we have this as excerpt. So here I have also again took grid. Grid column 1 would be for all the mobile devices. From medium devices it will be 2, so it will be side by side, and then again it will come up, one will come below that. And from larger screens it will be 3. So if I show you, so here we have 3. Then if I, this is also a larger device, so that is why it is 3. Then medium devices it will be 2, so that it will be easily visible to the user. And mobile devices it will be column 1. Okay, so this was the simple uh, just the items which we have used for from the tailwind, and not much to do that. Again, now again we have to get this input. So I'll show you how input, how I will set the input here. So I'll just show you. We will do this along, and take section. Again, it will be kind of this. And I'll take the classes from here, but this will be not of primary but dark green. Yeah, because that is the color which we have to use. Okay, text white, obviously we have all the text white inside that, so that is why. Now take the container. This is for container. This is for container. Inside container we will get our text. So this is the text. Let's copy that. Okay, so I think this is good. Now add our grid items. Why I'm talking about grid items, because we have that as two columns, and I'll use it with that only, with I'll create it with grid only. So I'll give it grid, and then again it will be grid column 1 for mobile devices, and from the tablet onwards it will be 2. It will have a margin from top also, and also gap of 2. It will have button. Subscribe to newsletter. Now let's add element for, details for my input tag. Placeholder would be enter email address. This will be required field also. Then again we have to add some classes. Okay, so now this does not look as the design, right? So we have to make that design. So the background is, we can give it as transparent so that we have the same color which is there. Okay, and then text size, and then I'll have to add my border, and border color would be border primary. So primary would be like this is the color which we are using, so that we can see something, some border is there in that color. So that is why I've used it like that, and I think that is in the design also. If you see, it is the same design. Okay, and now I will give it full width. I have to give it 3 because of this only. Okay, and so I've added some paddings. So yeah, I think this is good. And now I have to do this and this. So let's first do our let's first do this text, and then we will design the button. This will be text 2XL for mobile, and a bigger text on uh, tablets, and again much more bigger in here in the larger screens, and font would be semi bold. So like this. So if I come here, font will be decreased. Again, if I come here, font will be decreased a bit more. Nice. So this is also done. Let's design this button. Just copy the button CSS, because that is not much we are doing there. So this is just the background would be primary, and then padding from both the sides. Then we have shadow, and also it will be a bit of rounded. So this is it. Yeah. Okay, so this is also done. This section is also done. Let's go to design and see. Okay, so now we have to add our connect with me on social media thing and then the copyright. So let's add a new section. This also does not have the background, so let's just add the same classes so that we have the container and everything there already. And now I have two things, right? We have a text and then we have our icons. So let's give that as this, and the text I will just copy from Figma, copy with me on social media. Nice. And now I have to add my icons. I'll keep it in separate divisions, and I'll just copy all the icons which I have. So these will be linked. You could wrap it with a tag. I haven't wrapped it in a tag now, but you could wrap it in a tag so that it will have the links in it. Okay, and now if we see all the icons and everything is there, now let's design this. Let's do the designing part. So to make it center, we don't need to, make have a flex over here and do that. So this is a normal text, so I can just do this and nothing else needed for h1. So I'll just use this. So why I'm doing the different ways in all the sections, so that you could you could get the idea of how we can handle things in different ways. Okay, and if I see, now it is good. Now this working good, and now we have to work on icons. So icons, for icons we don't have much. We just have to make it center, we have to make it a bit bigger, and then the colors. So if just to see the design, we have to make it a bit bigger. Okay, so now let's give this flex wrap, because for mobile devices it will come below. Also horizontally align it center, and vertically also it will be, I mean, yeah, horizontally and vertically it will be center. Gap we have to give between all the items. Text color would be primary, because we have the primary color to be set there. And for uh, devices, I think it is text is good. Text is good. For larger screens, I will give it a bigger size. Yeah. Now let's see for mobile how does it look. Yeah, this is good, I guess. Yeah, this looks good, right? So this looks good. So this section is good. I have noticed here, so this has a padding. I need to increase it. I mean, this is not looking good. So let's increase a padding. Yeah, now this is much better. And we have this section also ready. Now let's create our copyright part. So for copyright, as it is already a footer, so let's just add a footer item, give that as background as primary. Okay, also I'll give text as white, uh, and padding from top bottom. I think that will be good. The white 5 would be much, I mean a lot, so let's just do this. Also I will give it text center, so that it will be there already, center. And so if you just see here in copyright, we have a small text and it will be center every time. Okay, so when we have given the text center, it will be centered already I mean every time, and also have given px like padding auto from both the sides, so that container is not much required here now, so it is sorted. So I'll just add the copyright text 2024 and name is code with Ghazi. Yes, that is what written. And if I see here, yeah, this is good. On my smaller devices, yes, see, this is looking good. Just remove this. Yeah, okay, this is good. I think this needs to be, this needs to have a lot of a more, some more spaces, few more. Yeah, we have to add few more padding values there. So I will increase this from 10 to 15. No, I think Tailwind doesn't have 15. It is divisible of 4, so I have to use it like this. So this is good. So okay, so this is good. I think it is nice and also responsive. So only one thing, for copyrights, you could, add something kind of JavaScript to get the current year and update it over here. So you don't have to update it every time. But for now, I'll just leave it as is, and you could work on those parts. And also you could extend this template to add some experience level education sections. So you could add that, and you could use this. So I'll add this code on GitHub so that you can follow along. You could take that fork it and use it for yourself as well. But I'll just remove this character and logo because that is what I have made it for me. So I'll just remove that from GitHub. Rest all the things would be there, and you could use this template. Let me know if you like this video, and if you want some more templates to be created. And if you don't like the way I'm building this, let me know that also, so that I can improve on that. And please do like, share and subscribe, and share it with your colleagues or friends. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and press the bell notification, so that you could be notified when I upload a new video. And thank you for all your support.